If you've received a parking ticket, you might be wondering if you need a lawyer to help you deal with it. Here's what you need to know. In most cases, you don't need a parking ticket lawyer. Many people in the UK have appealed tickets on their own. However, if your situation is complicated or you feel overwhelmed, consulting a lawyer could be helpful. They can advise you whether your appeal is likely to be successful and help you decide if it's worth pursuing. Keep in mind though that hiring a lawyer can cost more than the ticket itself. I can help with a cheaper alternative which I'll give you in a minute. Parking tickets can be issued by either the council or private companies. Council issued tickets, known as penalty charge notices, are legally enforceable. If you ignore them, then you could end up in court. Privately issued tickets, called parking charge notices, aren't legally enforceable at first, but the company can take you to court to make them enforceable. For a private parking charge notice to be enforceable, the company must have clear signage, offer a reduced rate for early payment, not overcharge, and allow a 10-minute grace period after your parking expires. The responsibility for paying the ticket depends on its type. If you receive a penalty charge notice but weren't driving at the time, the driver should pay. The responsibility for paying the ticket depends on its type. If you receive a penalty charge notice but you weren't driving at the time, whoever was driving should pay. For a parking charge notice, the company may send the ticket to the registered keeper of the vehicle. If you weren't driving, you can transfer liability by providing the driver's details. If a company isn't a member of an ATA, that's an accredited trade association, then they can't legally get your address from the DVLA. If you're unsure whether a company is a member, then you can check with the International Parking Community, that's the IPC, or the British Parking Association, BPA. You can appeal a parking ticket if you believe it was issued unfairly. The process is different between council and private tickets. Here are some reasons to appeal. Maybe the payment machine or the website was down. You might have paid correctly. Your vehicle could have broken down. Maybe the signs were unclear. Whatever it was, you need to gather evidence to support your appeal. So you need things like photos or payment receipts or maybe witness statements. Once you appeal, you could wait up to 56 days for a decision. If there's no response, then you win by default. If your appeal is rejected, you can appeal further. Now, for a penalty charge notice, you do this by following the instructions in the notice of rejection to appeal to the General Regulatory Chamber. For a parking charge notice, appeal through the independent tribunal, so it's either the IAS, Independent Appeal Service for companies in the IPC, that's the International Parking Community, or POPLA, Parking on Private Land Appeals for companies in the BPA, that's the British Parking Association. Now, if you would still like some legal advice, then you may want to chat to an online solicitor. JustAnswer runs a £5 trial and you can ask as many questions as you need to in the online chat. And if you use the link that I'll leave you under this video, you'll be supporting the Debt Advice Service, so thanks.